to lose. I'm built to win. Applied myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, just never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me keep on running toes. They gonna take
this is what we got to tell.
I've been doing this.
I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Let's go. I know, Dave. Me too. I saw that too. So look, y'all. Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. Excited for today's episode. We have a great episode for y'all today. We got to talk about the Orlando Magic's future, man. They showed some promise in the playoffs. We're going to talk about the future of the Orlando Magic. Shout out to RBO Vaughn. We got to talk about the Clippers, man. Is it time to blow this team up? Because every year, there's a problem in the playoffs. So do we have to blow this team up? And we got to make some predictions. You know, we got the Celtics versus the Cavs. We got the Mavs versus OKC. One of the matchups that the whole chat been waiting for. And we got it, y'all. We got it. But I got two of my bros with me. You know, it's Monday. I know y'all, we weren't here last 2 days. I know y'all kind of, you know, y'all messed up. We missed y'all too. It's cool. We know it's mutual. And I got Davey Dollars here, you know, Mr. Doghouse himself. And Mr. You Done Son. How y'all doing, fellas?
I'm doing good, man. You know, I'm still recovering from that last episode where, you know, we had our good MVP / Pacer fan come on here and just throw shot after shot after shot. I ain't know LeBron and AD was the new Charmin Bears. That's all I'm saying.
I forgot about that.
I'm just saying. I thought about it all day, man, when they talking about the Lakers. It's been everywhere. Lakers this, Lakers that. We still got the playoffs going on. They talking about the Lakers.
Yeah, I know one thing. I'm excited about today's show. I'm happy. I'm excited to talk about these topics. You know, I wasn't on the show the last two days, so I'm excited. I'm happy to be here. It's Monday. Money making Mondays. We don't just make money. We have fun. We connect, and we turn up.
Turn me up.
Shout out to Pat Riley and Jimmy Butler.
Hey, Big Gerald. That's how you talk to your son.
Hey, you might have to have a new intro too. You were talking trash and you were injured. I'm gonna have to change the intro up. All right.
Hey,
Big Jack, yes sir. Go ahead. You said what?
I may have to.
Yeah, you might have to. Yeah. And that's how you talk to your son. Oh, that's my John Tomo. But anyways, we got a good episode for y'all today, y'all. But look, before we get into the episode, make sure y'all like this video on 3 different platforms: Facebook, X, and YouTube. So make sure you do that. If you haven't subscribed or followed on all 3 platforms, make sure you do it right now. It don't take any effort. Just do it, man. You watching, you might as well do it. Share the video with somebody that you know personally so they go, well, send it to anybody. Send it to a group chat. Send it to people. Send it to Orlando Magic fan, Clippers fan, Cavs fan, Celtics fan, all the fans of the show. All right? You send it to somebody, make sure they come on and watch live with you because you can be involved in the comment section. We can see all the comments that we'll be putting out throughout the show. Hey, look. For the 7 p.m. show, undefeated, man. Can somebody beat this dude? Daniel, he the first one every time on the 7 p.m. show. Carter, you slightly, just like the Cowboys. Anyway, so look, make sure you use the comment section. We can see all the comments that we'll be putting out throughout the show. and we appreciate all the comments. But listen, man, if you feeling good, you go to the bottom right section of the comment section. Bottom right section of the comment section, all right? You see a dollar sign, you click the dollar sign, and they give you different dollar amounts. I know it's Monday, you probably just spent all your money this weekend, but look, you might got a little left over, all right? Pick a dollar amount, put your, type your message in, hit send, it turns to a super chat, colorful, right? And guess what? No matter what's going on, Dave could be spazzing on Jimmy Butler, talking about, the Celtics when he already hurt. Tomo's looking at Carlos' comment like, come on, bro, we ain't signed nobody. You think we're going to trade with somebody? No matter what's going on, we're going to pause the scene and give you the floor. We're going to hit you with the... And we're going to give you the floor because we appreciate all the donations and the gifts.
Donations. Gifts.
Carter, you my guy, man. I'm sorry, bro, but, the Cowboys, half of the Cowboys came way before you, my man. I'm sorry, man. But look, last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. Tomo, floor is yours.
I don't even want to do the show. All the shots you just took, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. He said always coming up short, just like the Cowboys, still trying to get it together.
You talking about me spazzing on Jimmy Butler? Like,
you know what I'm saying?
He's taking shots.
I could have just been like when you like bottom right, left side, you trying to get it together like the Commanders, huh?
or like the Kings missing the playoffs.
Bottom left hand up. Oh, see that the Kings hurt my heart, man.
Woo. That beam, right? You're shining bright.
Ain't lit no more.
Oh my God. Don't mind about the Kings, man.
No. It's cool. Because we gotta talk about fairy tales. You want to see if they got fairy tale endings on that. We gotta keep this Disney theme going. So welcome. My name is Tomo, and welcome to Refuse to Lose. I wish RBO Vaughn could have joined us for this one because I know he got a lot to say. Actually, he was a year before on one of the players. We already know how Tay feel about Orlando, the Aces, Ryan Garcia, the Browns. We just know how Tay feel about all his teams. Like, we already know. But when it comes to like the Orlando Magic, these two guys called it. I mean, they did yesterday. They went up. I thought they was gonna make it to the second round. Then Cleveland just woke up and Spider said, get back here. Let me go and get to the second round, make something happen before I leave Cleveland.
Yeah, that's what woke up.
That's exactly what happened. But as the title would say, it's no fairy tale ending. Well, maybe this year. See, look, you rang. But we gotta ask, man, are the Orlando Magic a future contender? And because it was specially requested that they go first. Joe, tell us why the Magic are contenders, man.
Listen, man. Future bright. Throw some shades on because the future is bright.
Hold on. Kev, you keep blocking your blessing, man.
He just kind of he kind of like.
I'm telling you, bro. When I jump off the bandwagon, y'all gonna lose. You got it.
Yeah, really
Come on, just jump off now, bro.
Read the comment for the listeners.
Kev said, "Real Mavs fan in the building, looking for all the OKC fandom smoke."
I've been 20-8 since I got here, and you gonna keep doing this, all right?
Hey, bro, I don't know if Tomo know the actual stat,
right? But it sounds crazy that it could possibly.
It's not accurate though. It sounds accurate. Y'all been 28 since I joined. Come on.
The same, man. But let's talk about the Magic, man. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, not the Mavs, the Magic, right? So look, Magic. Well, look, throw some Versace shades on because the future is bright. All right, Orlando, I know you want to win the series. Trust me, I've been there. But you're going to learn from this. All right, you're going to learn from this. They went up against a team who lost last year. Remember last year, we all were disappointed in the Cavaliers, their performance on the New York Knicks. The Cavaliers had we're not losing this series mentality. Donovan Mitchell in the postgame, what did he say? Man, I'm tired of losing. He wanted to, I think the Cavaliers winning one series, check, we hit our goal for this year. All right, so Orlando Magic, you gave you all. You went game 7, the only series that went 7 games in the first round. See how they got thing. All right, so the future is bright, and you can learn from this. Now, what the playoffs do, they show your weaknesses. And the Orlando Magic, their biggest weakness is jump shooting, creating space for their team. All right, the Cavaliers dared Orlando Magic to shoot the jumper. Like if you watch any game in that series. The type of defense they were playing, y'all, They went under every single screen. The only person I would say they followed, they chased off the 3-point line was Jalen Suggs. That's it. Everybody else under the screen. And even if they go under the screen and they got beat, they ain't tripping. As long as we meet you like deep in the paint, we're good because we're gonna let you shoot the jumper. That's why they shot a lot of free throws and stuff like that, right? So now, Franz Wagner, you need to go in the gym. You need to work on your jump shot. All right? He's hurting the team. Y'all remember in the chat when Orlando played us, and I went in the chat, I said, Franz Wagner is hurting them, man. He got to develop a jump shot if he's going to play with Paolo. Like, I get it. He's a playmaker. He's a slasher. He's a tall guy. He got size tall, right? And he play like a point guard for real. And he's a playmaker. But he can't shoot. He really can't. He's not a good shooter. So he has to develop a jump shot. All right? He's hurting the team. Now, lastly, Paolo Banchero. Paolo is made out of the right stuff. All right? He's made out of the right stuff. That game 7 was good. He had 38 points. But what got me wasn't the 38 points. This is what got me, y'all. 42 minutes, 16 rebounds, 28 field goal attempts. On top of the 28 field goal attempts, 18 free throws that he took. That tells me that he was aggressive. He played hard. He wanted it. He wanted to win that game. Now there were times I feel like he got beat by loose, rebounds or like loose balls like that. Because he was tired. The man was tired. This is rookie year. He played a veteran team. He was hungry to win a series. So I would say he didn't shy away from the moment like some guys I know. Some guys know for the Clippers. We're gonna get to that. But he ain't shy away from the moment.
This is his sophomore year, not rookie year.
Sorry, not rookie year. His first year in the playoffs. Thank you, Dave. His first year in the playoffs as a sophomore. So, Orlando Magic, your future's bright, but y'all gotta get some shooters. Clay. Go ahead, Dave.
All right, so I agree that they need shooters, but I don't think Clay is the answer. I think the answer is what Tay put in the comment.
Trae
Young. I think that's the answer. They need a point guard that can shoot. They need someone that can make a difference. Now, whether it's exactly Trae Young is, to be seen. But they need, for me, I feel like they need a point guard that can shoot and help facilitate the offense. Paolo, like you said, he proved himself. He was aggressive. He did everything he needed to do. He didn't shy away from the moment. It's something about these young players right now and showing up in the moment. Think about some of the young players right now showing up. You got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander showing up. Jalen Williams showing up. Anthony Edwards showing up. Paolo showing up. These young guys not scared. They're not scared in the moment. They come in and prepared. They're doing what they need to do to be able to make a difference. So I'm excited to see what it is. And I do believe that Orlando Magic's future is bright. But it depends on what they do this offseason. If they come in with the same team, I don't see the success being the same. The defense, I still think would be great because they are a really good defensive team. But if their shooting is not matching what their defense is doing, then they're just the same thing that happened this year is going to happen next year. I don't see, like you said, Franz Wagner needs to improve. He needs to shoot better. He needs to shoot. I don't want to compare these two because I don't think they're the same player, but I'm hoping y'all understand what I mean when I say this. He can be Draymond for them. But
You said who?
Draymond.
No. Who are you talking about again?
Franz Wagner.
Okay.
But the thing is, he needs to be a better shooter. If he becomes a better shooter, he's a better version of someone who can be good defensively, who has the thing is he has the length. He has the ability to drive the ball. He has all of those things. Some of those things is not necessarily what Draymond had, but we know what Draymond could bring to the Warriors as far as being a playmaker. So Franz could be not exactly Draymond, but kind of sort of fit that role that Draymond does, but be better offensively. And I think he has that potential, but his shooting is just not there. Now, if he improves his shooting this offseason and not do what Bam or Ben Simmons does in the offseason, shoot all the time and barely do it in the regular season, then it could change for them. But I still think they need a point guard that can shoot and make plays.
Man, talk about shots, man. Y'all taking shots. Well, they're not taking shots because they're not doing it in the regular season, like you said. But I agree with y'all. It's been a long time coming for Orlando since, you know, the Dwight Howard era, and then you also know about Shaq and Penny. But, you know, they've been kind of like
Tomo, I told you, jump ship, Tomo. I'm telling you, just jump ship.
all right, cool. So this is what we're gonna do. Shout out to Kevo with the $4.99 super chat. R2L is number one. The future, quote unquote, I see what he did there, is bright. And Tom won't keep him score like he with OVO. Hashtag bars. Hashtag we still don't trust you. Hashtag go Mavs go. Mavs in 5. Hashtag don't miss it. Like Drake did. K-Dot. K-Dot up. Well, you know, just like K-Dot said, you know, they not like us. So just like that, even though Kyrie may be my doppelganger, but I'm out. You on your own.
Dang.
They still my dark horse, but Kev, you have no more. That's it. Whenever somebody says something to you, it is what it is. Now let's talk about these Orlando Magics, because the Orlando Mavericks, that's what they about to be, because they about to go on the Disney trip. They keep playing. So Kev just like being alone. I see what it is. That's what it is. He like having his back against the wall, trying to fight everybody. That's what it is. That's cool. It's cool. But the average age on this team, you know, it's like 24, 25. So like you said, Dave, I agree with you. It depends on what they do this offseason if they're going to keep it excelling. Because we had Vaughn come on here, RBO Vaughn, that is, say, look, Paolo will be top 5 next year. When he said top 5, he was like, he wholeheartedly meant it. And Paolo was playing like a top 5, top 10 player. However, his team is top 5. Paolo didn't jump to the numbers that he really wanted him to, but he did jump from averaging 20 to 27. That's a big jump. Rebounds, he got 2 more a game, about 1.5 if you really want to say it. And his assists went up. So he is becoming a better player. When you have a young player like that, you have to put better pieces around him. Franz and what's the name? Jalen Suggs going 3 for 28 yesterday. It's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it. We need I agree with y'all. They need a guard that can actually facilitate and run the offense. When you all said facilitate, my Jordan Poole joke went right out the door. Because I was going to say they can go get Jordan Poole, but y'all said facilitate the offense. He can just shoot. I don't know if he's good at setting people up. Also, think about it like this. What if they get a savvy veteran to come down there? I know you get a savvy veteran to be the guard to set up that half-court offense, but then you put shooters around them. Mm-hmm. That would be nice as well, because now you got Paolo who can learn from somebody who's been through the ups and downs. The coaching has gotten better. And with this young core, they like each other. You don't want to break that up. I was watching John Wall and Marshall Gortat podcast, and they was like, the reason why this team was so good is because we actually liked each other at one point.
Yeah.
So keep that chemistry there, and then you'll do good things.
Yeah. So like Draymond. All right. What makes Draymond really who Draymond is, number one, his defense, who France don't have, and Steph Curry. Like the shooting threat of Steph Curry, he moves the whole defense and allows Draymond to play 4-on-3, basically. You know what I mean? Like, you know, or 4-on-5.
So do you think adding Trae Young would help that?
I don't. So let me get to Trae Young. Trae Young. To get Trae Young, you're going to have to deplete your roster. Let's start there. Tomo just said you want to keep your core together. You want to keep Suggs. You want to keep France. I don't know about France. France, I think, is movable if you replace them with a shooter. But if you can get a shooter with France, keep France, I'm cool with that. So, but
keep going.
Jonathan Isaac, keep him. The guys you probably want to get rid of is like Wagner, not Mo Wagner, the other Wagner. Not Wagner. Oh my God, what's the guy with the dreads? Wendell Carter.
Yes.
You can get rid of. You can replace Wendell Carter. You know, you could replace Markelle Fultz. I think you can replace him, right? Because of injury history, and he's not a shooter for real. But France, I would like for them to keep France. You know what I mean? But Trae Young. Yes, he hit big shots. He shoot long range threes. Trae Young's not a great shooter for real. Like he's not. Like he hits he has big shots, and he's the best player. You know what I mean? But a lot of attention is on him, so we never seen him with not the attention. And the one good thing about Orlando is their size. Trae Young, you bring Trae Young in, he doesn't really fit that mold. You know, they start Orlando, everybody got some size to him, right? So I don't like the Trae Young. That's why I like Clay. Clay is a shooter. He shot well from the field this year, almost 40%. And Clay has a championship pedigree, something that these guys need. They didn't have nobody on their team that have any type of success in the playoffs for real. So they could use somebody like Clay. And like a veteran, like Tomo said, I don't know the free agency list right now, but somebody off the bench that they can have. He an old wizard. Morris.
Oh.
Nah, Monty Morris, I think his name.
Monty
Morris.
Some of the free agents are like LeBron, DeMar DeRozan, who else? Paul George.
Yeah, I'm looking right now.
Bruce Brown is another.
D'Angelo Russell. I like D'Angelo Russell for them too.
Mm-hmm.
I like D'Angelo Russell for them.
You get D'Angelo Russell and Clay, you on to something.
But D'Angelo Russell had to come off the bench, right? So, What? No, I don't like D'Angelo Russell and Clay starting because because Suggs is a starter. Suggs is a starter. Suggs is an all-time. He's a great defender. I like Suggs.
Yeah, Suggs is someone I would keep. I wouldn't want to trade him.
So then you got to go with. I like what Tay said. Then with his trade, then you got to get rid of Gary Harris, Markelle Fultz, and Wendell.
Yeah, Gary Harris can go too.
Yeah, the three you named, all of them could go.
Yeah,
Malik Beasley is a free agent. I like Malik Beasley with them. He's a shooter and a defender. He'll fit right in with them. Like he could replace Joe Ingles. Get him out of here. Like I'm sorry, Joe Ingles, but like you play for Utah. Y'all second round exit every year, or first round. So they need to keep their core though. They don't need. I hear people saying, "Oh, this is to try to get Devin Booker." Why? You're gonna have to get rid of Suggs, Jonathan Isaac. Come on, no. That would be good for
that would be equivalent to what the Mavs did last year when they went and got Kyrie, even though it was working out this year. But you give away all your defenders. You give away a core of your team for a player. Now the thing is they recovered that because they drafted Derek Lively and they went and traded for Gafford and they got PJ Washington, which helped their defense. But if they didn't do that, they wouldn't be where they are now.
The difference with the Mavs. Sorry, go ahead, Tomo.
No, when he said they traded for Gafford, PJ Washington, and Tomo, they wouldn't be where they were.
See, the difference between Mavericks and Orlando, Mavericks were literally Luka a bust. Orlando aren't Paulo a bust. Well, I mean, yes, they were. But you get what I'm saying? Like, normally that's not how they are. They got friends who also create opportunities for stuff. Mavs literally Luka a bust. So they needed Kyrie. They needed another person who can also score outside of Luka. So that's why there was a need for that. Orlando, they just need more shooting while maintaining their defense. And
I guess that's what I'm saying. You don't want to give up your defense. You don't want to give up a chunk of your defense for just someone that can shoot and score.
And that's why I think getting Trae Young, you're going to have to give up your defense. Because who are they going to trade? They're going to have to give up some valuable pieces. Jalen Suggs. They're going to have to give up Jonathan Isaac.
They can give us some picks. They can give up endless picks.
How y'all feel about DeJounte Murray?
DeJounte Murray will be good because he's a defender. I like DeJounte Murray. And him and Paulo from the same area. They both from Washington.
You don't think they would have to give up a lot for DeJounte Murray?
But DeJounte Murray, he's a defender. That's the thing. Don't forget, he all defensive with the Spurs.
Yeah. He was there with the Spurs.
Oh, defense. Trae Young's not a defender. He's ain't
at all.
And the reason why I don't think they're gonna have to give up too much is because they already it's speculation on them wanting to get rid of one of the two. And I know they drafted Trae.
But I think now it's more so they're talking about more so getting rid of Trae Young and keeping DeJounte Murray.
Okay.
But here's the thing: I believe you have to get. It's gonna sound crazy. You're gonna have to give up more for Trae than you would for DeJounte, in my opinion. Even though DeJounte, he brings both ends of the floor to, you know what I mean? But DeJounte is not the offensive threat, in my opinion, as Trae Young. Trae Young could literally manipulate a defense. He could. Like, in the pick and roll, you give him a big, man, Jonathan Isaac, Mo Wagner, they're going to be eating all the pick and roll with Trae Young. But DeJounte brings that defense and he fits right in, but you will have to probably deplete your roster because nowadays to trade somebody, you gotta give him like 50 draft picks. You gotta give him some valuable pieces. So, but I like
Well,
the
you can
Clay
trade
move.
Bradley Beal and some second round picks. You know,
Man, please, you better not trade for
Nah.
Bradley.
no, I ain't
And
talking about Orlando. I'm talking about what the Wizards did.
And look, take he's saying with the Clay talk, y'all going off that last game. Clay had a good year. Like he really actually had a good year. Not to Clay standards, to what you think about Clay back then, one of the greatest shooters ever. But he still had a really good year. And you don't have to break the bank to get Clay. You don't have to probably, right? And it's a Florida's a no state taxes. He's still in warm weather, you know. And so I think he's in the East, so he's not going to have to play the Warriors in the playoffs. The Warriors will be willing to let him go there. So I think Orlando will be a good place for, and he brings a championship pedigree, you know. So, but they're gonna have to get some more vet. I like Morris, Monty Morris. Is that his name, Monty Morris?
Yeah, that's him.
I like him being like a backup point guard for them, a savvy veteran who plays the right way. He could teach these young boys something, you know. So, but you got to try to maintain that core. Man, Tate trying to go all in. Like, bro, Trae Young's not gonna get you a ring. I'm sorry. All right, bro.
Well, Trae Young got to the Eastern Conference Finals. He can at least say that.
Send Trae Young go to the Spurs.
No, no,
Huh?
no. They already got Wemby. No.
That's what I'm saying. Him and Wemby.
No.
I like that.
And I ain't even on the West. No, I don't need to see that dynamic duo. No.
I don't need to see that either, but you know.
That's why he's saying no. He don't want to see that.
No,
So,
Wemby's gonna be.
He ain't saying that won't work out. He just like, come on, please, no.
No, you already seen the clip where people don't even want to shoot the layup when Wemby right there. It's not no.
Facts.
Now get him, Joe. Let's talk about the shows.
Yeah, Joe. All right, let's get to the shows, man. Oh, I did this. All right. So look, y'all, this is a network, man. We got a network of shows, man. We got multiple shows. I'm gonna roll through these things, man. We got BWT Baseball with Teddy. All your baseball content goes through BWT. Make sure you tune into that. He has an episode coming out tomorrow, so make sure you tune into that. We got FFC Fantasy Football with Coach Coombs. This is really an NFL show, so stay tuned. He should be having an episode coming out this week, post draft. So make sure you stay tuned for that. CTC College Talking College. He just had an episode that aired on Friday, I believe. It was last week. They went over the ACC of college football. They reran their predictions and compared it to what actually happened. Him and Ace. So make sure you go check that out. And I'm pretty sure he will be having an episode tomorrow. He said he's doing an episode every Tuesday. All college basketball, college football content. Then we got Kings Talk with Joe Jordan. I promise y'all, an episode will be coming out this week. All right, so Kings fans, make sure you stay tuned for that. Dave's Doghouse, this show highlights the lowlights. Well, talks about the lowlights and the highlights of sports. You know, players, siblings, coaches, GMs, front office people, anybody that's sports related. He shows the lowlights and lowlights and highlights of these people. Okay, so if you do a great job, you are a dog. You be put in the yard, and if you don't do a good job, you are a dog in the doghouse. All right, and you be put there, and you will stay there until Dave decides you want to come out the doghouse. All right, so make sure y'all stay tuned for that. He had an episode of this aired on Saturday, and most likely he had one that be airing on Wednesday. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. Then we got RBO, Real Ballers Only with Vaughn. This is an NBA only show. He just told me today there's an episode dropping tomorrow. His beloved Orlando Magic is eliminated, so I'm pretty sure he's going to elaborate on that. And he's going to talk about the other matchups that happened over the weekend and the series coming up, right? We're going to talk about some today, but he's going to go more in depth into the series, all right? And last but not least, we got In the Red Corner. This is a boxing only show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Episode will be dropping soon. So stay tuned for In the Red Corner. And those are all your shows. Tomo, back to you.
Orlando Magic. Orlando. It just came up on my reel in my brain. But man, you know, sometimes, you know, after a while you need a haircut. Joe was talking about. He's like, man, yeah, you know, I'm gonna go get the haircut, man. You know, you gotta step out because sometimes you want to cut your own hair, save a little dollars, you do that, but sometimes you want to spice it up just a little bit. You know, ladies, you don't want to go get their hair done, you go get their nails and stuff done. But if you move to a new area, the hardest thing, and I think all guys can relate, is trying to find a new barber. You walk into the barbershop, you see everybody, they got their regulars, they got their jokes going. Oh yeah, you got the dread, so you good, you good. But trying to find a stylist. But when it comes to just finding somebody that you can relate to and make sure they ain't gonna mess up the lineup or make sure they don't retwist too tight, you gotta try out some new clippers. But with these clippers, it's the same clippers. They just need a new razor. We're gonna talk about it. We got a special guest joining us live from the car. Seemed like he on his way to LA, but we gotta ask: is it time to blow up Clipper line?
Oh, let's bring him in.
I don't think so. You gotta hit the button.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
How y'all
Hold on,
doing,
hold on.
Let's go, Blaze.
We got you, man. We got you. We ain't gonna do you like that.
My fellow music admin, how you doing, my man Blaze?
I'm doing pretty good. My throat is a little scratchy right now, so my voice sounds a little funny. Yeah, I probably won't be talking as loud.
Is that
I'm
because of
doing pretty
Kawhi's
good
knee?
though. Huh?
Is that because of Kawhi's knee not showing up?
Yeah, it's a Clipper thing. It's something in the organization that's going around right now. So, how y'all doing?
Man, we're doing good.
Oh, great, man. Glad to have you on.
Yeah,
I'm glad to be on.
we really trying to hear from you, man. Like, out of all the people in the chat, we know we got a Lakers fan. We really should be asking the Lakers this question, but is it time to blow up Clipper line?
As a fan, I'm gonna give two simple answers. Speaking as a fan perspective, I would say no because my heart isn't still into it. And I would like to believe that, like everyone says every year, as long as they can stay healthy, they could win a title. So the fan in me is still hopeful for that will be able to happen. And we're talking about the two main pieces in Kawhi and PG, I'm assuming. Kawhi has already signed back for 3 years. PG has yet to sign back. As a fan, I want him to sign back because I would hate to see him I would hate to see him flourish somewhere else, but just as a fan, it's like, dang, what if you go to another team that's a little younger that has more pieces, and you really are what you do, what we wanted you to do when you was with the Clippers. So the fan of me says yes. The basketball guy in me says no. It's time. The fan of me says no. The basketball guy in me says yes. It's time to break it up. 5 years and nothing to show for it. I believe it's the Western Conference Finals appearance that they had, if I'm not mistaken, that they lost. That was the closest they've been. Um, Everyone always says, including myself, if they're healthy, they could win it all. If they're healthy, the Clippers are the best team. This season, for the most part, we had a majority healthy team from our guys. Kawhi played most games he played in years that I could remember. Um, and he showed us what he could really do when he really plays, and that had me hopeful and excited for it. PG, he has his moments, but just going back to the statement that he made last offseason about how he was going to be on bully mode this season, I was assuming I was going to see it because I believe he's capable of it. I can't keep saying what I know guys are capable of if I don't see them do it consistently. So I say I think he's capable of it. Um, and then with the addition of James Harden, in the beginning it was pretty shaky, but once Russ had went to the bench, everything sort of clicked together and worked because we realize now. At this state of his career, James Harden is just a facilitator. He's not much of a scorer. Not saying he can't score the ball, but he's much more efficient as a facilitator and just playing through him. Not saying like play through him as far as to let him score all the time, but let him make the decisions because I think he does have a high basketball IQ. His problem is he just doesn't show up in the moments. So I think it's time to break this squad up. You already have Kawhi. I would say I'm not sure what James Harden contract situation is like, but I wouldn't be opposed to keeping James Harden, and not as like the second guy on the team, but just as the point guard and the facilitator. Um, but with PG, I don't think it's just going to work. And even with this season, the reason I was so hopeful that we will be able to beat Dallas and in this series is because even without Kawhi, because me now I just like we have to prepare for the worst. We have to be able to prepare if Kawhi or PG is out. We can't keep making excuses that, if one of them was there 5 years later, we still making the same excuse. If one of them was there or both of them was there, it would have been this. But we have yet to really see it. So it's like with the PG thing, it's like even though he was there in the playoffs this year, he didn't really show up. You know, like he had a great game, I believe, game 4. And he had some decent games, but he didn't have a great game. If AD or LeBron would have had this type of performance in one of these series, it would be a lot more scrutiny on one of those players. But because it's PG, I guess it's sort of expected. But it shouldn't be that way because it's like he's a great player and skillfully, he's an all-time great in my opinion, as far as what he could actually do skillfully. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and he was actually there this whole the skill says, oh well, PG was banged up. He had like a nagging injury. As far as I know, I haven't heard about any injuries that PG had this whole playoff series, and he still wasn't able to step up to the plate. So in my opinion, it's just like, when are we going to just look at reality? It's not, of course, I'm saying like Clipper fans, the basketball world. It's like, when are we just going to start looking at reality and be like, maybe this is just who this guy is? Like, how, if we haven't seen it? And the thing for me, I have to give everybody the same energy because Tatum is so much younger, and he has a lot more growing to do, and he hasn't reached his peak yet, in my opinion. But I'm so critical of Tatum about how he doesn't show up consistently, but he still has better playoff games and series than PG. So at this point, PG has to prove it to me. And I'm not sure if being as a basketball guy, I don't think that being on the Clippers next season is his way to do that. So I think you gotta break it up.
Mm.
Man, Dave.
I agree. I think even as a fan, you gotta come to the conclusion that what's the main thing you keep saying? If they're healthy, not when, if. It's almost a guarantee that they're not going to be healthy when playoff time comes. Every year, it's something with Kawhi. If it's not Kawhi, then it's PG. It's just the Clippers. If you think about the Clippers, think about the history of the Clippers. When Chris Paul was there, he was getting hurt. Blake Griffin was getting hurt. Jamal Crawford was getting hurt. DeAndre Jordan was getting hurt. Doesn't matter who it was. One of their main players, somebody that was important in the team, got hurt at some point in the season, and it just didn't help them out. Kawhi has been known for this, and you're right. This is the most games he's played since he was with Toronto. Since he won a championship with Toronto, this is the most games he played, and it didn't matter. He was still hurt when they needed him.
Exactly.
It didn't matter. The other thing I'll say is Harden. So his contract is up next year. After next year, he's an unrestricted free agent. He has a $53 million cap hit next year. So, and the thing is, y'all have his bird rights, but it's his decision to sign back or not. So,
After
PG
next
is
season.
also after next season. PG is also he can become an unrestricted free agent this year because he's been getting contract offers from the team, but they haven't been max contracts, and he's denied every single one. I think they've given him 3 or 4 contract offers, and he's denied every single one. So blow it up, see what you can get. Like I said, James Harden right now, he is who he is at this point.
No, James Harden is a free agent. I'm looking right now. He had a player option this year. He picked it up with the Sixers, and they traded for him. So he a free agent.
So you got Paul George and James Harden.
Paul George has a player option this year.
Well, right now, what I see is that he's. Oh yeah, no, you're right.
So PG has one more season.
Yeah, but it's a player option. He has to pick it up.
No.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
And James Harden is free agent. Like he's free agent now. Now him, Mason Plumlee.
But what I'm saying is, if Harden can, from what I see right here, it says 2024 25 cap hit, 53 million. So that means he's on the team for next year. He's not a free agent. This is what I see right now.
Oh.
So did the player option carry over from the 76ers?
I'm guessing. I don't know.
Yeah, the player option was 35 million. I'm on Basketball Reference.
I'm on Spotrac.
Let me go
Spotrac
ahead.
says 53.4.
Yeah, no, you might want to go with
$53.4 million contract.
That's what the ladies go with too.
But see what you can get. I mean, at this point, Is Kawhi the answer? Can you really depend on him? Do you think he's going to get healthy at some point? He's not getting no younger. He's getting older. And he's not getting any healthier. He's getting hurt even more. And it's the same knee. It's not like it's a different thing. He continues to get hurt. So I'm not sure what to get. There are other players out there that are free agents right now. You're going into a new stadium next year, your own stadium, so you're not going to be under the Lakers hood anymore. So you got that $1 billion stadium that can attract more free agents there. You got guys like Pascal Siakam, who's a free agent. Like I said, DeMar DeRozan, a free agent. You got guys that are out there. They might not be the best names that you can hear, but you get guys out there that can contribute. So do what you can, but I don't see it working out. I don't. There's nothing that they've shown me to say that they're going to get healthy and that James Harden and PG is going to show up when you need them to show up the most.
I agree.
Pop, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. Trade Kawhi Leonard, man. I ain't gonna say blow it all up, but I say bring back the two pieces that that are on the play option, James Harden and Paul George. Because I mean, we agreed to a Blaze in the chat that this offense runs a little bit more faster when Kawhi Leonard isn't out there. Granted, Game 5, James Harden showed up, but imagine a full season with him understanding that Kawhi Leonard's not going to be here in a big moment. So me and Paul George are going to have to do something. Russ will have to limit his minutes maybe because we actually need to spark off the bench instead of just trying to make him one of the third pieces when Kawhi Leonard gets hurt. Actually paying out PJ Tucker when he don't want to be on a team. Like there's so many small moves that could have been made throughout this season that probably would have helped y'all beat the Dallas Mavericks. Because essentially, without Kawhi Leonard, without Luka coming out and saying he let Kyrie down and Tomo being traded to the Mavericks, they probably wouldn't have won that series, you know. But it's just little things like that. And I also see Steve, and I also see Steve Ballmer being like, I got to open up this new stadium, so I got to give these season ticket holders something to believe in. Like we not gonna be in crypto no more. So I got to bring one of these stars over. And as far as big name free agents, who's out there? Do they try to make a trade for Devin Booker? Like there's something they have to do to keep season ticket holders in. I'm talking about the ownership side of why they probably want to keep this together. Now I agree with you as the fan side of it, saying like, nah, blow it up because I'm tired of this injury stuff. Every year we get to the first game.
I was saying no to Devin Booker. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm hip to that. I'm hip to that.
I got a question for that when things come back around.
All right, but it's more so like every year once we get to game 1 or 2, is Kawhi Leonard gonna be here for game 3? I think that's really the question that needs to be answered. Not the team. What are we gonna do with Kawhi Leonard?
All right. No, I don't think they're gonna trade Kawhi. Kawhi is their guy, and he's under contract another 3 years. It's gonna be hard to trade Kawhi because he always hurt. You know what I mean? Like, what team gonna want to trade for him that's gonna pay him $50 million a year? That's number one. And Kawhi don't help your brand. He don't promote the team. He don't high five guys when he hurt. Like he just sit there. Like he just literally like not an asset. I know I said they need to move on for Kawhi, but they can't. He's like Blaze says under contract for another 3 years. I know Kawhi is injury prone, but you gotta look at it. They are moving into a new arena next year. And moving into a new arena, you want to bring excitement to that new arena. So if you get rid of guys and start over, it's not going to be attractive. Steve Ballmer, at the end of the day, he is an owner. He's looking at his dollars. All right? So that's that. I would say keep James Harden and keep Paul George. All right? Now, I looked at it, Dave. There's going to be a cap hit for some reason, but Dave, he's an unrestricted free agent this year. But there's going to be a cap hit. I don't know what that means, but he's a free agent this year.
You see why that was confusing me.
Yeah. There's a cap hit though. I don't know. I
see a $53.4 million cap hit. How is he a cap hit? He's not even on the team. That's crazy.
So, but he is an unrestricted free agent. Now, what Blaze said, we give everybody flock. Like we give everybody crap when they flop in the playoffs. Paul George always talking and never show up. You know that? When he said playoff P, he ain't show up. Where's Paul? Though? I can't believe he did that. He set himself up a failure when he did that. All right. When he said, where's Paul? Though? And then he started posing PJ Washington. And then look what happened after that. Like, just be quiet, bro. Like, I'm gonna be in bully mode. I remember he said that, and come on, bro. He wasn't even a candidate and nothing. I'm surprised he made an All-Star team. Everybody was like, he should never made it for real. So that's that. James Harden, like Blake said, he can't be your number one option scorer. Now in stretches, he can score for you. Like game 3. Was that game 3? I think it was game 3 or game 4.
Game 4.
Paul George cooked the whole game. But down the stretch, James Harden came through. But when Paul George is not being Paul George and you need James Harden to do this the whole game in a pivotal moment in playoffs, most likely it's not gonna happen. So they're gonna have to they in the situation, they gotta just cross their fingers and hope Kawhi just stay healthy. Like for real, like they have no other option. That's their option. They gotta keep the team together. So
somebody would do that trade though, Joe.
For Kawhi?
Somebody will do it.
Kawhi gonna be mad though. He not gonna look. Think about it. You trade Kawhi somewhere that he don't want to go. Come on now, you gonna trust that? You think he missed the playoffs? He gonna do what he did to the Spurs when he played 9 games for the whole year.
That's not the Clippers' problem. As long as they get back what they need in return.
That's what I'm saying. Like nobody gonna trade for him. Like unless he wants to go and he wants to be a Clipper. And with Paul George, he a free agent. He got a player option. Let him surf. Let him go out there and see what's out there. At the end of the day, Paul George want to be a Clipper. He want to be in LA. All right. So let him go out there and whatever they offer him, you just match that. But don't just up front. We're gonna give you the max. See what they offer, and then you just give them that. You gotta keep them though, because you gotta. And then the best thing they can do is build around them. Make sure they got the complementary pieces around them to help these guys. But they're kind of stuck because of the new arena and Kawhi's contract. So I would say don't blow it up. Sorry, you have no other option.
Blaze?
And lastly, Dave. Oh, sorry, Blaze. When you mentioned Blake Griffin, them always hurt. Nah, bro, they just folded. Don't teams folded, bro. Like Blake Griffin got hurt his rookie year, but he been relatively healthy. Chris Paul got hurt one series and they won against the Spurs. They actually did good. That's probably their best year. But outside of that, they never lost for real because they were hurt. They just were folding. Look what their head coach was.
Oh, but that's what was hurt. Their mental was hurt. It was still an injury. It just wasn't physical.
Yeah.
But that question I had. So Blaze, you said no to Devin Booker.
Yeah.
Why? Why no to Devin Booker? What? I guess my question is, why are people dismissing Devin Booker as if he's not a good player and he don't show up in the playoffs?
Who are you going to trade for? You got to trade a lot for him though.
You do, but
and he be playing too. My bad. Go there, Blaze.
No, you go ahead.
No, go on, finish. That's all I said.
Yeah, but it's for me. It's not just about you. Correct, Joe. You'll have to give up a whole lot for Devin Booker. But Dave, no, he's a great player and he's definitely a great scorer. But I really don't trust him. I don't trust him to really win it for us. And as a Clipper fan, if our goal is to win the title, I don't think Devin Booker is the one that puts us over the edge to do that. I feel like we would still stay in the same position we are now, honestly. It's not like we don't win a lot of games in the regular season. We're always like a top seed, and we make some noise in the playoffs. But I don't see Devin Booker being the guy to get us over the hump. For me, he has had some great playoff performances before, but he has had some really bad ones. And for me, it's not just about how many points you always have in a game or something like that. It's about the moments. Like it's about, did you really change the momentum, or did you seal the deal? Like, what type of buckets or plays do you make when it really, really matter? And
okay, I mean,
I'm sorry, it was a car going past. I had to pause. It was real loud. But what type of what do you do when it really matters? And for me, it's like I don't see Devin Booker make enough moments for me to really to play a winning championship style of basketball. So that's why.
I guess that's just me because I've seen him show up when he needed to. It's just that they lost. He showed up with the Suns in this last series. They in the finals.
Last series.
He put up he put up 49 points in the last game. I know,
but he waited.
I heard what you said about the point. That's why I didn't.
But no, that was a great performance, right? But what I'm saying is, it was a sweep. and he waited to the very last game to do it.
That's why
That's not what we need.
But when you said what you said at the end, I understood it. That's why I was like, okay, I get what you're saying now. But
And you remember
he also remember in the finals when everyone else didn't show up, he showed up when they lost 4 games in a row. He was the only one that showed up during that time. Chris Paul showed up in the first 2 games, and then when they lost the last 4, he was the only one that was keeping them in the games. So I guess that's just me saying that he has that ability.
I can't get out of my head what he did game 7 against the Mavericks, and I can't get out of my head what happened last year against the Nuggets.
Hey,
Like,
I'm not saying it didn't happen. All I'm saying is,
yeah.
He has the ability.
People bring up just
Paul
the bad
George
part.
too, though.
They're not talking about what he did in the finals, and that's a big moment right there. So all I'm saying is that counts. Yes, I'm not saying that the playoffs the last 2 years was not bad. It was, and he did not show up when they needed him the most. But in the finals, when no one else showed up, because I said Chris Paul only showed up in the first 2 games. He showed up in the finals. Those last 4 games, he was not the reason they lost that finals. It was everyone else but him.
Okay.
It's because of DeAndre Ayton.
I just got one more thing to say to that though, right? But okay, so reference for AD, he showed up in the finals when they won it, and yet we still, at least me, I criticize him a lot for
the whole playoffs.
That's true.
So I don't know.
AD showed up this playoffs, but it wasn't on
He did.
So Blaze, this is what the Clippers I think need to do next year. Prioritize the number 1 seed. Prioritize it. Because if Kawhi get hurt, y'all gonna buy some time for a round. For real. I just saw a report. It said if y'all would have played today, Kawhi still wouldn't be playing right now. So like that's what y'all gotta do. Prioritize the number 1 seed. That gotta be a priority. And I think they can get it because they traded for James Harden. They got on a slow start and then they went on a run.
Yeah.
So with a full off season and everything, new arena, new excitement, prioritize number 1 seed, and maybe low manage the first round. I mean, I don't know. So something to think about.
We'll see. We'll see.
All I know is Blaze came on here and talked about the Clippers. Baby, you need to come on here and talk about should they blow up Laker Nation.
Baby ain't gonna come on.
Yeah, I see you in them comments, baby.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, in them comments.
We all look. I done asked him to come on the show multiple times. He just
I gotta see it.
I be trying to defend you, baby, but you ain't show up, my man. I can't defend you no more.
I gotta see it to believe it.
About the Clippers.
I would love to see Bibby on, but I gotta see it to believe it. I'm sorry.
That's what you say about LeBron, right? I'm just saying, man. Hey, Blaze, go ahead, man. Y'all done got me shooting shots at the Lakers, man.
All right. Last words, Blaze.
Last words. First, I want to say thank y'all for having me on. You know what I'm saying? It's an honor to be here. It's been a long time since I've been on, so I'm happy to be on here and to talk about my team or whatever. Even though they disappointed me, I'm happy to talk about them. So like I say, first and whatever, thank y'all, and yeah, I love to see the growth for the channel. I mean the network. I'm sorry, because there's multiple shows on the network, so I just love to see the growth of it. And I remember when it first was started, so I would think I was like one of the first episodes. So I just want to say congratulations on everything, and thank y'all for having me on.
Appreciate
it. Whoa. Before you go though, we talking about cleaning house. You gotta tell them about the carpet cleaning business. Tell them about that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I have a floor and carpet cleaning business. Carpet Champs LLC. We are located in the DC, Maryland, Virginia, tri-state area. I'm sorry, metropolitan area, because that's New York. But the metropolitan area, and we do everything from upholstery. We do tile cleaning, laminate, hardwood, flooring, coating, sanding. We also do carpet cleaning, rug cleaning, anything. We don't detail cars anymore. I know I've been getting a lot of requests about those, but we strictly keep it to buildings. We do commercial and residential. Also, I'm adding a new well, it won't be a new business because it's still going to be under Carpet Champs, but I'm adding a brand new venture. that I'm getting into that I won't really say what it is now, but I will be starting it come mid-June. So again, it's still dealing with flooring, but it's a little different than what I've been doing right now. So again, anybody that needs any type of service in the area, we have a Google page, Carpet Champs LLC. We have 5-star ratings on there, a bunch of great clients, and I think our work speaks for itself.
Hey,
I'm kind of sad you don't do cars no more.
Shout out to Carpet Champs.
Yes, sir. Charlie Carver chance. Can't wait to hear
Thank you,
that new
fellas.
venture though.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a couple of months.
That's
All
good.
right. Thanks, man.
All right,
Appreciate you,
thank y'all,
Dave.
fellas. Appreciate y'all.
All right, stay safe.
You too.
Joe,
Now listen.
you uploaded the IG chats twice.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I told you he was taking so many shots at the Cowboys and the Commanders. Man, they don't even know where they're gonna play. Are they in Waldorf? Are they in DC?
Oh, come
We
on.
we don't know.
We ain't no Waldorfians, all right?
That's funny. You're gonna have to get on the plane to go out there.
Dang.
That's what it feel like when you go out there. Golly.
Fast. Hey, we got some IG chats, y'all. These IG chats, we pretty much talk about everything that's sports related. No matter what it is, it's sports. As long as it's sports related, we talk about it. We in these chats, some are free for the moment until we get the 30s. Shout out to some of these chats that are gaining some ground though. We got some new guys, some new people that came into the F1 racing chat. We got one guy who was in every chat now. You know, he's a brand new superstar member that we got. So shout out to Giovanni. These chats, like I said, we talk about everything that's sports related, whether it's a debate or just a conversation. We talk about it here. Topics come out of these chats. And the biggest thing about these chats is we give you all latest news, no matter what it is, whether it's a legal issue or something happened in sports, somebody getting traded, somebody getting cut, somebody getting signed, you know, somebody doing something in their organization that may cause them to lose the team. We report it in all of these chats. These chats are the NBA chat, NFL, Major League Baseball. We got college sports, football, basketball, men and women. Then we got boxing. We have soccer. We have hockey. We got the combat chat, which is UFC and WWE, and we have the WNBA. But I mentioned that we have an F1 racing chat as well. So that's another one that we have that's along this. So if you're into F1 racing, we got a chat for you. And more than likely, we're gonna when it comes to that point, we'll be adding more chats because there are other sports that we haven't yet to talk about yet. But right now, this is what we have. The only chats that are not free are the NBA chat, the NFL chat, the parlay chat, which is ran by Vaughn, RBO Vaughn, and the VIP chat. So you have to at least be a pro member to be in the NFL and NBA chat, and you have to at least be a superstar member, which is that's the main membership. That's the biggest one, to be in the parlay or the VIP chat. Tomo, do you think?
And as Dave just told y'all, the superstar level, that's where you can be in a parlay or the R2L chat. You can also be a guest on the show with the superstar level, because with these memberships, we have 3, but I'm gonna start at the superstar because that's the one where you get the exclusive rights, right? So basically, you get to be a guest on the show, you get awards and plaques based upon the episodes that you do. And I'm gonna run back to shout out to the members because we always shout out our superstar members. But if you drop a tier below, you got the all-star level for $4.99 a month, where you got the member-only videos, and that's where we do all our behind-the-scenes content. But it's also episodes there as well. So you make sure you want to be an all-star member. You get to join multiple chats. So not just one chat, you get to join multiple. Also, you get to request a topic or a segment nominee, and that's for all the shows that's on the network. So all the shows from the first block, they have segments and topics you can request. So if you want to talk about the Yankees and the Tigers, boom, run it up with BWT. If you want to talk fantasy football, you already know what to do. Now, for the pro level at $2.99, you basically get, loyalty badges next to your name in the comments. And if you've been watching the show, you see the loyalty badges next to everyone's name, and you just want to see the colors change because you've been that loyal. You've been that loyal to the soil. And you get priority comments. So like if a new person shows up, boom, priority comments. Your comment gotta go up first because you know the loyalty is there, you know. And it's kind of like your firstborn. You always gotta pay homage to the firstborn. You love your other kids, but you gotta pay homage to the firstborn, and you get to join one sports chat. So those are all the levels that we have. Click the link below and figure out which one you want to be on. But I'm telling you, you want to be all-star and above. I promise you. Shout out to the pro level, but you want to be all-star and above. And before we get right back to the show, shout out to our all-star members: Worm, Coach, Joe, Dave, myself, Teddy, Cardo, Vaughn, Lamar, and Giovanni. Make sure you click that link in the description, y'all, so y'all can become a member today.
Get it?
You know what? I should have put a Pat Bev. That's what I should start doing when people ask me what's going on. I'm like, hey, did you subscribe to the podcast? I ain't got nothing for you.
Are you a member?
Hey, are you a member? Then I can't answer your question. Don't ask me how I feel about nothing sports related. You gotta become a
Why
member.
didn't you put my comment up? Are you a member?
Man, but if you're from Boston, you can read this. I'm gonna try my best. Teddy, don't kill me. But we gotta do some predictions because the second round has started. So right now, are we gonna park the cars and have a yacht? Dave, don't look at me like that, man. I understand, man. I understand. The Celtics are who they are right now, but we got to do it. Celtics versus Cavs. Who y'all got? And I'm going to start this one off. The Celtics better find a way to win this series. Because if they lose at this point, between them and the Knicks, this might be the easiest road to the Eastern Conference Finals. And I'm not sleeping on the Cavs, but they have a better team. I'm picking the Celtics.
Too.
I mean, we're gonna talk about the Knicks now, but I'm not sleeping on. I'm just saying, if they get past the Knicks, if the Knicks get past the Pacers, you already know they got to get to the Eastern Conference Finals. Like, this is the moment. Boom, Celtics in 5. I gotta give the Cavs some respect and say they're gonna get one game. It might be a sweep, but I got the Celtics in 5, baby. Ha ha ha. Joe,
I got Celtics in the sweep.
I thought you was Clay.
I'm going
A sweep.
I'm going Celtics in the sweep, man. Celtics. I think Cavs. I felt like they were exposed also offensively. They struggled to score. They relied heavily on Donovan Mitchell. He had to score 89 points in the last 2 games just for them to win in Game 7. The Boston Celtics are a better defensive team than the Orlando Magic. You know they don't got Kristaps Porzingis, but don't forget Al Horford is also a good defender. So he comes right there. He doesn't take away defensively at all. So I got the Celtics winning in 4 and making a statement going to the Eastern Conference Finals. Teddy will be proud of me.
I wasn't expecting anyone to say 4.
Nah.
But I got them in 5. I got them at least getting a game. I ain't really much I need to say. Donovan, they do rely heavily on Donovan Mitchell. He basically had to score 90 points in the last 2 games just so they won't be sent home. He had to outscore the Magic himself in the 3rd quarter yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So that says a lot that he doesn't have as much as around him as they believe that they do. They have Darius Garland. They got Max Strus, who came over from Miami. But as I've told people before, I love Max Strus still, but he can be inconsistent. Remember last year before the playoffs started, he wasn't who he was the year before. So he and even in the playoffs, there were times where he just was not there. And is Evan Mobley what you need him to be offensively? Jared Allen is
hurt.
Also,
He's dealing with an injury.
You got that. It's not enough for this team. Now the Celtics do have Kristaps Porzingis hurt, but they still got Al Horford. They still got Jason Tatum. They still got Jaylen Brown. They still got Drew Holiday. They still got Derek White. I don't see. There's nothing that tells me that the Cavaliers can win this series.
No. Darius Garland will struggle again.
Drew Holiday is not going to allow that man to do what he thinks.
And Derek White, he's going to have problems all series.
Exactly. And Donovan Mitchell going to have issues too because he's a small guard and he going to have Derek White, Drew Holiday, and Jaylen Brown on him. So
he wants Celtics. He's like, whoa, you got to put up in your chip now.
Yeah, He already
crowd
knew.
out.
He's like, whoa, hey, calm that down.
Oh, brother, whoa, now. You got too much dip on your chip.
Tell the crowd, chill out. You're tripping. Chill out. Wait. It's
Calm
pretty
that
scary.
down.
One Boston. They're gonna be like this.
So yeah, there's in order for the Cavaliers to win this series.
They're not gonna win, bro.
I'm not saying that they are. Joe. I'm not saying that they are.
Like, don't
So
even
don't
get
get
me
me wrong. But just listen. The only way that this happens, Donovan Mitchell going to have an average 50.
They still gonna lose.
Yeah, they are. That's the wild part.
They still gonna lose, bro. He averaged 50.
Average 50, and someone else going to have to average 25 or 30. I don't see anyone else averaging 25 or 30 other than him.
Can somebody else average 20?
I said 25 or 30.
I said, can somebody else at least average 18? I think they're gonna get routed. But we do gotta get Spider some love though from that last series. I gotta give him love, bro. He put the Cavs on his back.
He did.
And he motivated Darius Garland as Darius Garland had a terrible game 7. He kept telling him, motivate him, shoot. And Darius Garland gave him a clutch 3 at the end of the game, and he showed love. He got to him, grabbed his head, gave him a little backside tap. You know what I mean? He was like, yo, great job, man. I believe in you. I believe in you.
I needed you. Playoff Spider is in full effect. Y'all seen the commercial?
Yeah, I give him proud because last year I picked Orlando because I was disappointed in him last year, but he stepped up big time.
Yeah, I picked Orlando too. But
he's the only way they can win. They ain't no only way. It's over.
Yeah, you seen him stop himself though. He said the only way they can win it. Then he's like, "How I'm gonna do this one?"
Exactly. I don't see it. I did this. Like I said, there's nothing that they've done this year, or even in this that playoff season against the Magic that says that they can beat the Celtics. It's nothing that says that.
Well, I mean, this was easy.
I'll be happy if they do, but it ain't happening.
Yeah, that would be. This was easy, but this one might be a little more difficult. Small city, bright stars, because the stars at night are big and bright deep in the heart of Texas.
Wait till I tell y'all what I just heard, man.
Yep, we already know. We already know where you about to go, but we got to talk about how OKC gonna beat the Mavs in 4. Joe, tell me, am I wrong?
Yo, I'm letting you know right now. I'm making my decision right now, for real, because I haven't really made my decision. This is a tough one, y'all. Woo, it's a tough one. Now I don't want to mess up on this one. Okay. I'm going to go in 7. I'm going to go with Dallas. I'm going to get Dallas an edge for one reason. I feel like they got the best players in the series right now, and they have more experience. That's the only reason I'm picking the Dallas Mavericks. I wouldn't be surprised if OKC win. SGA, y'all. I like him. I like SGA, man. I know I had a little beef with him, but as an offensive player, I still don't think he's the best two-way player because he don't take the best player. But I do think what I'm really curious to see, Lou Dort against Luka. I'm curious to see that Lou Dort against Luka because Lou Dort got some size on him. He can match the size with Luka. He's also quick defensively, so I want to see that matchup. But I'm picking the Dallas Mavericks. I think it's gonna be a hard-fought game. One thing that OKC surprised me with was not surprised me, but what they did well against the Pelicans down the stretch in all 4 games. One of them was a blowout, but down the stretch, they showed up. They executed way better than the Pelicans when it mattered. So, but I'm going with the Mavericks in 7.
I was gonna come on here and say the Mavs was gonna win this in 5. But then I had to jump the ship. So now I'm looking from the outside looking in. I still got Dallas winning this series, but it might go 7 now because Kev wanted me to jump off ship. So OKC, that young energy is going to show up because remember, Luka did have a few of those games where he wasn't himself, and Kyrie kind of had to take over and hold down the fort. Is Luka going to be fully healthy? Because he was a little injured. He was a little nicked up in the last one. He's going to be fully healthy. Is he going to have enough to fight through all those strings that Luke Dort and Chet and them going to have there? We're going to see. So I got the Mavs. I'm sorry, Dallas in 6.
I guess I got to be the only one to go in a different direction. Yes, Dallas has more experience. Yes, they got the two better offensive players. But who has the better team overall? I think it's OKC. I think they have the better team overall. When you talk about offense and defense, it's OKC. Look at what they did against a Suns team who, I get it, they weren't really good all year for round. And they're questionable because of what they have. They don't have a lot of debt around Phoenix, but you still have to deal with Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, and
He's from the Pelicans.
Oh, my bad. That's right. I'm tripping. Look at the look at the defensive team that they have. Look at what they did in that series. Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, Chet, and SGA all had a really good defensive series. I think they can do that same thing as a team. Individually, I'm not saying that they're going to be able to stop Kyrie and Luka from, averaging 25, 30. It's going to be hard to do that with those two guys. And Kyrie, to me, he's my favorite point guard in the league. He's my favorite player outside of basketball, just when it comes to who he is. But when it comes to now, I think OKC has a really good chance to win this, and I think they win this in 6.
So I think the two X factors going to be Lively and Gafford. OKC is one of the worst rebounding teams in the NBA. They don't have size for real. Chet is a 2-pick. And one thing about Gafford and Lively, they can play defense on the perimeter. So I think that's going to be good, a matchup for them. But defensively, yes, like the Pelicans are a totally different team from the Mavericks. They had no shot makers for real. They had a bunch of average guys like B.I. and CJ McCollum. When you looking in the Mavericks, they got two high scoring, like two high caliber one-on-one scores. But I think it's gonna go 7. I think OKC is capable of winning this game too. Winning the series. They're a good team, but it's going to come down to the big moments. But Lively and Gafford are going to be the X factors.
I think they prepare for it. I think OKC wins the series.
Hey Dave, if they do, I ain't mad at you. You know what I mean? It's the only team I've been traded to act like they don't want me. This is crazy. I feel like I'm back with the Nets.
Okay, Kyrie.
Let's get these last words, man. Can't believe
Man, great show, y'all. I know we went over the normal time at 8 o'clock, but great show. Shout out to Blaze for coming on. We want more guests on, y'all, to talk about your squad. Shout out to my man Decorius. Happy birthday to you, Camelo. I say Camelo.
Crown him.
Fellow Commander. Crown. All right.
He's a running back, not a quarterback.
I know that we ended up drafting.
So yeah, I'm glad you didn't. You know why we did that.
Yeah, I left that alone because he deserved that. I ain't gonna lie. But shout out to the playoffs, man. I'm looking forward to the second round. First round, I got every series right except for Orlando and Philly. So maybe it was my heart and the Suns. Maybe it's my heart because I want my brother's team, and they both lost. And I picked the Suns also. But I think I got every other series right. I think I did. But
so does that mean I got more series right than you?
Who do you pick?
I picked Minnesota. I picked OKC. I picked Denver. And I picked the Mavericks. So I won that entire West.
I picked Mavericks too, yeah.
In the East, I picked the Knicks. I picked the Celtics.
No, I think you picked the Heat.
No, I picked the Celtics.
No, fan, you said as a fan, I'm gonna say we're gonna win in 7.
As a fan, I said we could win in 7. But I said, but what I'm really gonna say is we lose this in 4. I said we weren't gonna win.
Oh, you did. We had to talk you into getting the game. You're right.
Thank you.
You're right.
They're trying to make you pick the injury.
I got the other 2 series wrong though. I got the Bucks and the Cavs series wrong. So I got 6 right.
Okay. So we gotta keep scoring now.
I got Boston, OKC, Nuggets, Knicks, Mavs. Okay, I got 5.
Oh, so you with me.
Yeah.
I had 3 wrong. Yeah, you and me. All right. So I had 5 right. David had 6. Oh, they winning by 1. Okay.
'Cause he
I'm
picked
glad
the
you picked
Suns.
them OKC Thunder. Who you picked? Minnesota or
Pick
Denver?
Minnesota.
Nah,
You picked
I'm saying-
Minnesota?
I said yeah, because we picked the Suns.
Let's get. No, I'm talking about for next round. Denver or Minnesota?
I picked Minnesota. Minnesota. I said Timberwolves in 6.
Over Denver, right?
Mhm.
And who you pick? Who the other East team? Who the other ones? God, I can't even think right
It
now.
was we just
New York and Pacers. Who you got? You weren't on the
Knicks.
show. Okay, so I'm about to go about 1 then.
We'll see.
You think so?
For all
tell me
we know, we might be.
who your picks, Tomo?
So I got the Nuggets in 7. I got the Knicks. I'm picking, of course, the Celtics, and now I'm going with what's the team? The Mavs.
So me, you going to just be? We got the same teams. So we all going. They might be down by 1 because they got 2 picks. That's not. We got different.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll be tied though.
Let's put some
Maybe.
TK tweets on that.
No. Oh yeah, we could. Yeah. Let's put some cookies on it. Let's put some cookies on it. I'm with that.
Oh,
We're gonna put a pack of cookies on it. For this is the whole series, man.
what's the bet though?
Who gonna win? Gonna do the whole playoffs, all right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
Whole playoffs. TK
Good with
tweets.
that.
So there's
TK
one winner, the other 2 got by.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Oh, I mean, I get 2 packs of cookies.
Yeah.
That ain't
If
no
they
problem.
got banana pudding, I want banana pudding. If y'all could do that, you know what I mean? I'm just
Hey.
saying.
As long as it's vegan, I don't care.
They got the vegan treats.
Yeah, that banana pudding bomb. I'm thinking of right now. All right.
Oh, yeah. Dave on the last word. We done started betting and all that.
Thank you, Dave. I'm writing that down right quick. Hold up. Go ahead, Dave.
All good. Look, I remember I started doing the best on the show anyway, so I can bring it back.
Mr. Undefeated.
So
Wait, we got to track these. Let's get it. Excited.
So last words from me. Shout out to the guys. Shout out to everybody on the network. Shout out to all the new members that are going to come. Shout out to all the milestones we're about to hit now that we're back at 7 p.m.
Let's get it.
So I'm excited for everything, and man, I'm it's gonna be great. And like I said before in the beginning, shout out to Jimmy Butler and shout out to Pat Riley. You'll see on the show tomorrow.
Can't wait.
Man, that doghouse gonna be crazy. But shout out to everybody that's starting the podcast. Shout out to everybody that's thinking about doing a podcast, and shout out to all the athletes who are like, you know what, my career ain't going nowhere, so I'm gonna just start a podcast now. And I'm not really taking no shots because they have been entertaining, and it's more so because Playoff P gonna tell us where he going next on his podcast. Interesting. James Harden may start a podcast called Harden Troubles or Harden Floors. We don't know. We don't
Harden
know.
Pose.
There you go. But all I'm gonna say is shout out to y'all for taking out the time to check us out. Make sure y'all click the like button and continue to just support. Because without the support, we're gonna end up like Drake fans. OVO, we out. Joe wasn't even ready.
All right, y'all.
We gotta go. They're gonna get us.
That's all I know, right? That's all we got for y'all for today. And we'll see y'all next episode.
Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.